2 points squandered by Arsenal. But there were no such problems for third-place Manchester City later the same day. Carlos Tevez celebrated his 27th birthday with a first-half hat-trick. It was a 13th defeat in 18 for West Brom and the end of the road for Roberto Di Matteo. The manager was sacked, with the Baggies sitting just 2 points above the relegation places. Everton's Louis Saha ended his goal drought in a downpour at Goodison. 4 for the Frenchman, cancelling out Blackpool's best efforts. 5-3 the scoreline, and 3 points for Moyes' men. There were 7 goals at the DW, as Wigan recorded a rare win which lifted them out of the relegation zone. And 3 more at Tottenham, as Nico Kranjcar's late strike secured the points for Spurs. Plus 4 goals in Aston Villa's clash with Fulham. Clint Dempsey's headed equaliser, ensuring the points were shared at Villa Park. So 38 goals in the first 7 games of an astonishing day, which ended with top against bottom, United looking to pull away from the chasing pack.
Here they've got Nani, Rooney and Berbatov in the middle. Nani waiting to assess the options here and tries to go it alone, and it's a brilliant start by Manchester United.
Wolves, though, were made of sterner stuff at home than their lowly league position suggested.
Towards Alakobi! 1-1! That's how you make up for the earlier error. And it's flicked in! Kevin Doyle! And the improbable becomes possible.
A 2-1 win for Wanderers. United's unbeaten start to the season was over.
Chelsea and Liverpool both came into their clash on the back of 3 straight wins, but there was only one topic of conversation in the build-up to this match. Less than a week after joining Chelsea, all eyes were on Fernando Torres as he faced his former employers on debut at Stamford Bridge. He may have dominated the headlines before the game, but it would be another man's name on the back of the following day's newspapers.
Gerrard, faced most immediately by Lampard. Floated towards Count. Morelos scores! And on a day that was supposed to be all about a former Liverpool player, it's a current one, Raul Morelos, who has fired Liverpool into the lead at Stamford Bridge.
4 goals in 5 for Raul Morelos and a league double over Chelsea for a rejuvenated Liverpool.
You don't get any success without working really hard. They realise that and they've worked really hard. And that's 4 clean sheets in a bounce, which is really important for us as well. And 4 victories, so it's a great compliment to the players, and it's a fantastic uplift for the supporters as well. So we're on quite a good roll at the moment, and we're really enjoying it.
Despite losing their previous match to Wolves, Sir Alex Ferguson's side still came into their clash with Manchester City 4 points clear at the top of the table. The two had played out a stale encounter earlier in the season at Eastlands. This one would prove to be much more memorable.
Giggs trying to feed it through. Nani onside! Manchester United lead! Stretford End, Old Trafford! And Derby Day comes to life! Right, Phillips and Dzeko deflection goal! All square in Manchester! It's United 1, City 1, and back up for grabs.
Level with 20 minutes to go before a goal that deserved to settle any game.
Nani. Rooney! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! And what a time! In what a place! What a player! Wayne Rooney out of this world! 2-1 United!
A moment of genius from Rooney, lifting United 8 points clear of their neighbours, the game that probably ended City's title hopes.
We've had some fantastic goals here, but in terms of executing, the execution of that was, you'll never see that.
Just 5 weeks after the end of his unsuccessful spell at Anfield, Roy Hodgson was back in business, taking charge of West Bromwich Albion. He watched from the stands as his new side raced into a 3-goal lead by half-time against West Ham. But then the Hammers rallied.
Demba Ba! First goal for West Ham United. Noble, Hickey on is all alone. West Ham United are well and truly back in this game. The final touch from Carlton Cole. It's 3-2. Demba Ba! Comeback complete. It's unbelievable. West Ham United, down and out, have come back and they're alive and kicking.
Wonderful drama at the Hawthorns, and the scale of Hodgson's task was clear. No team had conceded more this campaign. Sorting out the Baggies' leaky defence, clearly priority number one. West Ham United's captain Scott Parker won the Barclays Player of the Month award for February. He'd been integral to the team's recent upturn in fortunes. Arsene Wenger, meanwhile, picked up the 11th Manager of the Month award of his career after guiding the Gunners through February unbeaten in the league. That meant Arsenal were up to second behind United. Tottenham now fourth as Chelsea slipped further down the table. They managed just 1 win in 3 in February. There wasn't much change towards the bottom, but Blackpool were plummeting down the standings, having lost 6 of their last 8.
March began with a belated first encounter of the season between defending champions Chelsea and leaders Manchester United. It had been 10 games since United last won in the league at Stamford Bridge. But it was the visitors who struck first. Wayne Rooney continuing his recent revival and scoring in a third consecutive match. Before a moment of brilliance from the retiring Edwin van der Sar showed United exactly what they'll be missing next year. But Chelsea's pressure soon told.
And it's come to Luis! 1-1!
A first goal for the Brazilian, and Chelsea's evening was soon to get even better.
Lampard. Chelsea lead!
2-1 Chelsea, they moved back into the Champions League places and blew the title race wide open. At the other end of the table, meanwhile, West Ham United's third win in 5 eased their relegation fears. They climbed out of the bottom 3 for only the second time this season. Birmingham slipped to 18th after they went down 3-1 to West Brom for a second time this season. It was the home side's first game since shocking Arsenal to lift the Carling Cup the previous weekend. And Wigan remained rooted to the bottom. David Silva scoring the only goal of the game at Eastlands. It was now just 1 win in 11 for Martinez's men. Manchester United were without first-choice central defensive partners Nemanja Vidic and Rio Ferdinand for their next game, a trip to bitter rivals Liverpool. The game itself was a bad-tempered affair. Both Jamie Carragher and Rafael da Silva lucky not to see red.
Suarez. It's a very dexterous turn. Suarez still! Terrific goal! That was the man on the line, but Luis Suarez is the one that takes so much of the credit. Liverpool in front. 3 waiting. Nani! Oh, and he set up another goal for Count! 2 in 5 minutes for Liverpool's Dutchman. Suarez and Count! First hat-trick for Liverpool. Finished at the cup end on what is rapidly turning into Liverpool's perfect day.
3-1 the final score to lift a previously forgettable season at Anfield. Count's hat-trick was the first by a Liverpool player against United in over 20 years.
Yeah, it was an absolutely amazing day. Anyway, to beat United on Anfield gives you always a great feeling, but you know, to score a hat-trick against them, and especially to score the third goal in front of the cup is a special memory, and a memory I will